morning. Today is gonna be just like the best day ever. I just know it. It's gonna be the best day ever. This is my first YouTube video ever. So excited about that. So happy y'all are here. So on the agenda today, we have Pilates. I'm gonna be taking you guys with me to Reformer Pilates. Super hard, but man, it has gotten my body right and tight so fast. So I do Pilates and strength training, which I love the combo of so much. So anyway, I'm going to talk about that later, but I'm also getting Botox today. So at the very end of this video, you can see the results of my Botox. So I got the most units ever. I got 125 units, which is the most I've ever done. And I'll show you all the pics at the end. I did some spots that I don't think you guys are going to be expecting. So stay tuned for that. Stick around. It's going to be the best day ever. The best day ever. Today is going to be such a good day. This morning, I'm challenging myself to start with a green juice rather than coffee. Sometimes I want caffeine after my workouts, especially on days that I work, but I'm trying to take care of my adrenals. So today I'd rather save my coffee treat for after class. And this green juice will give me plenty of energy to get through Pilates. Hey y'all, so I am on my way to Pilates right now and traffic is so bad. I'm still getting used to driving south at this time of day, so yeah, much worse than usual, but that's okay. I think I'll still get there on time. So I'm going to Pilates today. It's a normal work day for me, so I'm actually going straight to work after that. I literally brought scrubs to just change into right after Pilates, and I have to go and I have a client like straight away. So it sounds kind of crazy, but I really don't sweat very much. Truly, I don't. And so I can kind of afford to do that. I'll shower on my lunch break. But to make fitness work in my life, like that's just what I have to do. You got to make those kind of sacrifices because sleep is also still important. And I was starting to wake up at 6 a.m. every morning, and that just was not working for me. Or 2 days a week, I was trying to wake up at literally 5 in the morning. But at that point, you're just picking injury over fitness. Like the whole point of getting healthy is to feel good and feel healthy. And if I'm not getting sleep, I don't feel that way. So anyway, I'll see you guys at Pilates or at work. See you in a minute.
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah.
So I have predominantly been doing strength training as my main form of exercise for the last few years, and I love it so much. But being an esthetician and makeup artist has just done a number on my lower back. I kind of just have no choice but to be hunched over at work. And as a result, a few of my lower discs are basically sitting on top of each other. So I'm starting to do Pilates to try to build out my core and my obliques and all the little micro muscles that protect my back and my whole body. And I love Pilates. I used to do it with my mom in the living room. This is called Reformer Pilates, and it is so much harder than it looks. It's all about moving really slow while your muscles are all shaking, but it's so good for those stabilizing muscles. And I think a combination of strength training for half the week and Pilates for the other half is a super nice balance and gets your body in shape so fast. I swear I am more sore from Pilates than literally working out doing bodybuilder workouts at the gym.
Yeah.
finished Pilates. It was really a hard class, this one. So I am now running a little bit early, thank God, for work so I can get myself together. But I'm feeling good after that. See y'all at the spa. Hey y'all, I am about to get Botoxed up with Tracy. She's amazing. I thought I would take you guys with me. Okay, so I'm on my lunch break. I got a shower really fast, but I wanted to share with you guys, I am about to have my first sort of like meal of the day. I tend to not eat until about 11. On days where I'm doing Pilates, I do a fasted workout. I will eat if I'm doing like a leg day or strength training, but it's hard for me to eat in the morning, and I just feel like I really like feel bad when I eat too early. And I know there's conflicted things on this, and this might be controversial, but I just feel like shortening your hours of the day that you're eating is better for you. There is some evidence around that as well. So I kind of like intermittent fast, especially on days that I'm doing more Pilates type workouts. So I always start my day eating probably at about like 11. And I always start with these core protein drinks. They're 42 grams of protein, y'all. So if you ever actually want to get super into fitness, or if you're already into fitness, you might already know this, but you want to get like a gram of protein per body weight, or per, pound of body weight with your goal weight. So if you want to be 130 pounds, then you want to be intaking 130 grams of protein, which if you've ever tried that is incredibly difficult. It's so hard to do while also keeping your calories in check, to where you're not overeating. So to me, starting out with 42 grams is pretty easy to do, and I know that already I'm off to a good start. And then when I get hungry, I'll usually cook something or make something at home. And then I also wanted to talk to you guys about Botox, because obviously I filmed getting Botox today. I didn't expect it was going to happen. I thought I was going to get it at some point this week, but the injector on staff had some time, so we went ahead and did it today. I didn't film it because I didn't know how y'all felt about me filming needles going into my face, and I'm not even sure what YouTube allows on that. But if you guys want that at some point, I can totally actually show you the process. But 120 units is the most I've ever done. And I really built up to that. So if you've never had Botox, first of all, Botox is just a brand name. So it's kind of like Kleenex. People loosely use Kleenex to just call it tissues, but it's actually just a brand name, right? So there's Botox, there's Dysport, and there's Xeomin. I've had them all. And I honestly can't tell a difference. I think they're all great. So you can kind of save money usually if you do Dysport versus Botox. So I would recommend whatever your injector recommends. Some of them kick in a little bit faster or sooner, just depending on which one you get. And then, but otherwise, I really don't see a difference. So when I first started getting Botox, and this is what I would recommend if you've never had it, start conservative, because you will be a little bit dysmorphic when you first get it done. And what that means is basically when you first get Botox, if you're not used to it, it's gonna slow these muscles down and you think you look crazy. Like, at least I did, and I feel like that's a common experience, is you think you look really crazy because you can just tell your face is moving different. No one else thinks you look crazy, I promise, but you will think that, and it's a normal part of the process that I wish people talked about more. So I would recommend starting conservative to kind of combat that and get used to the feeling of having it, and then sort of build up as you go. So this is the most I've ever had. I've probably been getting it done for like 2 years, like a year and a half probably. And so now I can do way more than I used to be able to, and I don't feel dysmorphic or weird or anything. But also, we did a lot of units because we did a lot of parts of my face and even here. So I am really, really the most excited about this. I've never done that part before, but I'm 34, and as I age, I just noticed these little parts of my face are just starting to drag down. I think genetics too, like my mom, our mouths are kind of downturned. So I think that this starts to sag, and I've never even had an issue with like this and this, which a lot of people have issues with. So for me in particular, this is what I wanted to work on this time. And then also like these muscles right here have just been like looking super old and stuff. So, or at least for me. So we did the forehead. I think we did a little brow lift. I did a tiny bit around the eyes. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. And then we did this and this. So all in all, it sounds like a lot, but it's sort of spread out. And then I also did the masseters. So that if you guys are teeth grinders or if you clench your jaw, you will have some inflammation here naturally. So if you get Botox here, it really helps to like slim down your face. So a lot of people do it for that reason, but it also stops you from being able to grind your teeth, which can be really harmful. So I like it for that reason too. But anyway, I'm gonna stop jabbering on and get showered up so I can go back to work. See y'all later. And here are the results of the Botox. So it's been about a week. This is me trying my hardest to make the same face as I was making in the first video. So you can see my muscles are very constricted and I'm unable to make that face. I think it looks really good. I'm super happy with it.